Welcome, guys, to another pick a stone, pick a card, pick a pile reading. Pile number 1 is my dandelion. Pile number 2 is this wild daisy. And pile number 3 is this red clover. If you guys need a second, take your second, choose a pile. And there's a timestamp below. If you guys need a moment, pause the video. You guys can book a full reading with me. My email is in the descriptions. You guys can hop onto my Beagle. I am live almost daily doing personal messages on Beagle. I am the realest Mac, just like I am on YouTube on Beagle. You guys go find me, follow me so you guys get a notification when I do go live, so you guys don't miss a video, so you don't miss a live, and then of course subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss a video. Well, let's jump right into your readings. I'll see you guys there. All right, pile number 1, or everybody that chose this dandelion, this is your message. I was looking at the purpose at the bottom of the deck. Pile number 1. Let's see. Your background, your problem, and your solution. The first card is your background, what you got going on in your background. Pile number 1, impassive. What is the problem for pile number 1? What is the problem for pile number 1? I feel like this is your problem. You're not giving me anything because this is your problem. It's the background and your problem, right? Pile number 1, the mandrake, the root. You see, it's a root, like it's almost like an old man, the old man root. He looks like an old man. These are old instilled values, right? Pile number 1. These are old ways, old patterns, like the root. This is childhood, things that we were taught in our childhood, expectations we were taught to live up to, right? The way they sort of molded us, how they wanted us to be, what they wanted us to live by, just what they wanted. You know, this is what your biggest problem is. You trying to grow into what they want you to be. So it's not only your background, pile number 1, but it's your problem as well. And that's why they ain't trying to give you no more cards. Let's see. Okay. They gave you all your cards. I was like, okay, we all right. Do we get y'all pile number 1? Y'all got the message on this root right here, your root issue. That it's a root cause. Only you know what this root this is. It's exactly what I said it is, but only you know what exactly that is that you're giving energy to, pile number 1. What it is that you're feeding, right? Whatever it is that they told you, you're feeding this and helping it grow. You know, it's a mind state, a mindset. things that they told you, like I said, expectations, the way that they said things had to be, or you had to live, or you know what I'm saying, you had to live by, you had to be this type of person. You gave energy to this, you kind of water it and you fed it for a long time, pile number one, and it's an issue now. Now you're sort of rooted in this, in passive energy, right? Pile number one. Then you have dispirited and courage. So this is just letting me know, pile number one, that you're down, right? Of course, that's probably why you're here, looking for a little bit of guidance and motivation, pile number one. It's a need for you to be strong, pile number one. Things are working in your favor. Now, I cannot make this shit up. If you guys can see this fucking card here, excuse my language, YouTube. Not that the pile was the dandelion and the card is the dandelion for your solution. Oh my goodness. Look, y'all. Oh my goodness. Dandelion. I'm just going to set this here, even though it's all scribbled up. And we're just going to set this right here like that. Bam. Like a little prop it up on here. Like this old stuff. Like Simba would be. Okay. Just sit it there. Like that. Anyways. This is about you having the courage, right? To still be moving through these things. Having the courage to be doing things a little bit differently, pile number one. Of course, nothing is done overnight. We're not expecting you to make a whole 360 and to change your whole life and all this stuff, pile number one. But we're expecting you to put forth that energy to making a change, because you want to change, because you want to feel different. You want to feel better. It's about you having the courage. And then the dandelion card is wishes, right? My advice, this is my advice, only advice, okay? We see you're down and we see why you're down, what the problem is, okay? We see that. There's a problem right here. There's a problem right here. They're needing you to have strength and courage because things are working out in your favor. Wishes, you know? How many of you guys knew that dandelions turn into these things when they dry? Before they die? Yeah, cool, right? I know, we learned you something tonight. But it's a need for you to have courage because things are working out in your favor. And I want to say this at the bottom of the deck. You have, actually it's in a half because the other half is over here. You have sensitivity and peace. Abundance and tears. Tears and sensitivity kind of go hand in hand for me. Pile number one. But peace is the most, and that is what's at the bottom of the deck. Because it was here, and I put it over here on top of sensitivity. Be gentle with yourself during this transition, pile number one, because nobody said it was going to be easy, but it's damn sure going to be well worth the change. Be strong. You have the strength. You are powerful and courageous, pile number one. You got this. This is for your peace. It may bring some tears, but it's going to be well worth it. Pile number one. Thank you for allowing me to give you a message today. I hope that I was able to give you what you needed. Remember, you guys can book a full reading with me. My email is in the description link. And you guys can find me on Bigo almost daily, The Realist Mac. I will be taking a little couple of days off after the first. but I will be back at it after that. But you guys tap in with me. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope your day is going good. Love and light to you all. Peace. What's up, pile number 2, or everybody that chose this wild daisy? This is your message. You got your problem, your biggest problem right now, right? What's hindering your growth right now? My advice, and then what your solution is going to be. All right, pile number 2. I'm going to set this daisy right here on the rock. So, you know, I can remember which pile I'm in. All right. Aw, courage is your first card. And it came out in reverse. Y'all see me flip it over. And if you didn't, go back and look at it because I did. But I have to get the end. Okay, they don't want to get nothing. Why they keep doing this? Courage is your problem. Well, we all know courage is about strength. Your problem, pile number 1, is you're not being courageous enough. Pile number 2, my daisies. You're not being courageous enough. You're not standing up for yourself, pile number 2. You're not setting boundaries, pile number 2. You're not standing up for the things that you believe in, pile number 2. This is a need for you to have some courage, to set some boundaries, to mean what you say when you say it. No means no. And being able to say no and not giving a fuck how anybody's going to feel, pile number 2. Being able to say what you want to without caring about whose feelings you hurt. Because when people, it's what you believe in, right? And it's what you wholeheartedly stand on, everything that you believe in, right? Pile number 2. So it's not about you just, being an ass and just, saying no, and just when it's not serving you, when it's not what you want to do, pile number 2, you need to be able to say no. And you have to. It is vital that you say no, that you tell people you can't when you don't feel like it, or tell people, hey, just tell them you don't feel like it. At the end of the day, they still gonna love you exactly the same way they did, and if they don't, then they just weren't for you. Stop being scared about what people are gonna think. Stop being scared if people don't deal with you because you tell them no, because you got boundaries. You're an adult, pile number 2. That's all I'm gonna say. Look at the bottom of the deck. It's repel. Get rid of that energy. And if those people are taking advantage, people are taking advantage of the fact they know that you don't say no and you don't have a backbone, pile number 2, because this is what that is. A backbone is courage. If you don't have no backbone, you can't stand up for you. You're not grounded and stable in yourself, pile number 2, and confident. And I said the fuck no. And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of motherfuckers. I know it's plenty of motherfuckers out here that would be okay with me, not me saying no. Or hell, being able to do things that your ass can't fucking do. So you think I'm gonna lose sleep because I said I can't? If it's not serving you, you can't. If it doesn't benefit you, you can't. Even if you got the money, you got bills to pay. I should say you can't let nobody shit. Pile number 2. Okay. You got clarity with mint. I hope this is your clarity, pile number 2. That you're a wee bit of a pushover, baby love. And people take advantage of that. Pile number 2. These daisies, my daisies, you guys' energies, very timid, right? You have a very timid energy. This is, I hope, some clarity for you guys. Don't deny this energy of needing to have courage, loves. There's nothing wrong with it. We grow, we live, and we learn. Pay attention to these energies that these people have, especially when you start to stand up for yourself and you start to see them repel, as the garlic said at the bottom of the deck, which is not there anymore, but when it was, when they start staying, pay attention to these people, right? Pay attention to their energy. Pay attention to how they move when you start telling them that you can't. Pay attention to how much they don't come around. Pay attention to how their energy shifts and how they all of a sudden become busy as fuck, that they can't even deal with you or even hit you up to see how you're doing. Okay, pile number 2. Just be aware of that. Bam! Fucking shit. Pile number 1 got the same card at the end. Ha! I cannot. Pile number 2. Pile number 1 got the same card at the end. Listen to me. Do this. Wishes. Fulfillment. Like I told pile number 1, how many of you guys knew that dandelions turn into these things before they die? I just learned you something tonight. Right? Isn't that dope as hell? A lot of people, I told my girlfriend that. It was crazy because I went and I picked these flowers. I know this one looks like it's ready to shrivel up. But I posted a nice little video, a little short, before they started to shrivel up. But I went to pick them and I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, did you know they turn? I said, it was crazy because Spirit was working through my son earlier. I was like, I woke up with the idea to pick some flowers before I cut my grass and post them, right? Use them. I'm tired of using the same old stones and the same old cards. I only have a couple of decks. So I went to go get some herbs, right, to do something different. And I thought about it this morning, and then my youngest son comes in with these flowers, these 2 actually. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. So I was like, go give me the dandelion. Because he was a bunch of them growing out there next to my dog's tree. And he went to go pick me a couple of them. And I was telling my girlfriend when to see her, and I was telling her, I was like, did you know they turn into those things that we blow on, the little white, with the white little furs and shit? And she was like, no shit. And I was like, I'm dead ass. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah. I said, I told her how I woke up with this idea this morning and stuff. And she said, wow, that's crazy. And I said, yeah. And I was like, I was hoping that there was one of these so I could have a dandelion and I could have this. And then I would have been able to just find like pine cone or some shit, for the last one. But this is crazy. So do stand up for yourself and you will get this. This is like the Sun card, wish fulfillment. you will get this happiness. Pile number 2, just like pile number 1. At the bottom of the deck, pile number 2, you have breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Pile number 2, take a breath. You got this, love. It is going to be fine. These people that you're going to lose are going to be well worth the loss. It's not going to be any sleep loss over these situations or these people. Pile number 2, this is your clarity on what you need to do, how you need to pull back your energy. Pile number 2, and have the courage to stand up for yourself and things that you believe in, and standing up for those things that don't serve you and being like, hey, look, now I just don't feel right. And the rest of that shit will fall by the wayside. Pile number 2, thank you for allowing me to give you a message today. All my daisies, love and light to you all. I hope to see you guys very, very soon. I'm trying to cut the readings shorter so that I can post more often. You guys can book a full reading with me. My email is in the description link. You guys can find me on Bigo The Realist Mac, just like I am on YouTube. I am on Bigo almost daily. You guys can find me there. Get your readings on my Bigo Live when I am live. You guys can email me for my link if you guys cannot find me, but there's no special periods or underscores or nothing. It is just The Realist Mac, and you guys will see a picture of me there. I look forward to seeing you guys there. I look forward to giving you guys messages in the future. I hope every one of you guys is doing well. Love and light to you all, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Peace. What's good, pile number 3, or everybody that chose this red clover? This is your message. I hope that you guys are doing great today. Hope you guys are all being safe. All right, this first card is going to represent your problem. Pile number 3. Let me see this flower right here. Pile number 3 is picture. Pile number 3 is problem. What? Yeah, 3 cards flip over. Courage, diversity, and banishment. Scared to mix it up? Pile number 3. What the hell? Diversity is like a mixture, right? And then you have banishment, like you're scared to mix up things, right? To bring a little oomph to things, because you're scared to lose something. Pile number 3. And I say a mixture because I see it's like spices, raw, drawn, dried, jarred, and rice, right? Flavor. And then it's the flour. Oh shit, you guys can't see. I'm so sorry. You see all the things on the card. The rice, it dried, jarred, dried, sliced, and powdered. And then the flour form, right? Like this one is so basic. Like the pepper, it's just pepper. It's just pepper. This one is diversity. It's a variety of things, right? It's a mixture. You're scared to mix it up, pile number 3. You're scared of losing. You're scared to mix it up because you're scared of losing something. Pile number 3. First of all, this is very unhealthy for you to mix it up for the fear of losing something yourself or your partner. You don't want to do anything different. You just want to stay stuck up underneath this motherfucker. Yeah, hey, pile number 3 is the energy that you're giving me right now. You don't want to do nothing different. You're okay with not doing anything new in your life, but just being in this energy. Up underneath. Let's give me an up underneath a motherfucking energy. Number 3. Pile number 3. Why you give me the up underneath a motherfucking energy, baby? Need to have a little strength. Let's mix it up, pile number 3. I don't know if that's your advice, but that's what my advice to you is. My advice number 3 is mix it up, because fear, first of all, I'm going to tell you why. Fear is not a good way to live, first of all. We don't live based off of fear, because you'll never do anything. You'll never go anywhere. You'll never accomplish anything. Why? Because you'll be too busy trying to live inside of the box, never thinking outside of the box and what things you could be created and what could possibly be done. You're just a box person, okay? You're a little box person. Pile number 3, you guys are box people, okay? You guys live in the box. In the box. It's almost like living in the Matrix, but you guys live in a box. Y'all like your box to move around in your box. This is your bone safe zone. These are your, like, sort of like your boundaries, you know? Pile number 3. But this is how you guys move. Like, you guys are very, I want to say coordinated, right? And predictive. Pile number 3. You need to spice it up a little bit, pile number 3. You guys are very much those box people. It's crazy as hell. At the bottom of the deck, it's prediction. Like, oh my goodness. If not that it's prediction, y'all. At the bottom of the deck. That's crazy. It was like this. That's crazy. You guys are very predictive. Like, you guys people can just know you guys exactly what y'all gonna do. And you're like, why you know this? Like, because you do the same thing all the time, pile number 3. Because you do the same things and you just don't do nothing new. Right now, I feel like the message is, let's do something new, pile number 3. You want to do something new, pile number 3? Let's see what I have for pile number 3. Ooh. That ain't it, though. I feel like this is an issue. You worried about, you don't do anything different because you're too busy worried about what people gonna say, pile number 3. Because your card is closed with gossip. Pile number 3, it makes me feel like you're too busy wanting to live inside the box because that's the norm and that's just what everybody else does, and you're scared because nobody else is living outside the box. So why the hell should you live outside the box? Pile number 3, all my red clovers, I'm going to tell you why. Because it feels good as hell to be authentically you, to unconditionally love your motherfucking self and for you and for everything you fucking stand for and are about. That's why. Fuck what everybody's going to say. None of my family supports what I do. Go figure, right? But look where I'm at, still here, still pushing. Hey, don't worry about none of this shit. Pile number 2. This is dangerous energy. What they eat don't make you shit. Pile number 2. So why should what they think of you alter your reality and how you live your life? Because of what they think? What they say behind your back? Because they could never say that shit to your face. Pile number 3, my red clovers. Why worry about what's going to be said behind your back and they can't say it to your face? That's an issue for you. That's why you live inside the box, because you're worried. You're too worried about everybody else. Who gives a fuck? Who's financing, feeding, or fucking sleeping with you? I should have just said fucking, but who cares? Said fucking sleeping with you.
Okay, pile number 3, if the 3 F's, they're the 3 F's for me. Feeding, finance, fucking, and financing. And if none of those 3 things are being done here for you and your life, fuck all this gossip. Fuck what they got to say. Breathe. Breathe, pile number 3. It's going to be just fine, love. And we're going to see what advice they have for you aside from you being having enough courage to step outside of the box. You see how that lined up? Can you guys see that? That's courage right there. Bam. Courage, banishment. Well, I did courage, diversity, banishment, right? Having the courage to mix things up and being done with worrying about what the fuck people are gonna say, right? Because like I said, they could never say it to your face. So just breathe. It's okay to be you, pile number 3. It's okay to live your life the way you want to. Expansion. Expansion is the card, pile number 3, for your outcome, right? If you can do this, pile number 3, and have the courage, right? And not be so worried, because this is your problem. You're scared of mixing it up, the people you're going to lose, and the things that people are going to say. For some of you, nope, they said, nope, that's all of them. Pile number 3s, you guys are scared of what you're going to lose, right? Who you're going to lose if you do start to mix things up. But it's time for you to dead that. It's time for you to have courage and the strength to do just that and mix it up. Get rid of the fear of, like I said, the things people are going to say and what they're going to think. Who cares what they're going to think? Because that's just never going to come out their mouth until they get around somebody that doesn't like you, or never, you know what I'm saying? If they don't like you, you're never going to find out. Either way, it doesn't benefit you. It doesn't benefit you. Who's to say that it's true? Unless you say, oh, well, it's true. And I'm like, oh my gosh, can't believe they said that it was true. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to acknowledge and agree and give energy to these things, pile number 3. But it's a need for you to be courageous, love. And expansion is what you will get. Growth. Expand is to grow. This is a level up, pile number 3. If only you can have the courage. Mix this up. Stop being scared of this energy of what people are going to say, all this negative. Stop being scared, pile number 3, and get this growth. Allow your life to expand as it should, as it's supposed to. Pile number 3, thank you for allowing me to give you a message today. I hope that I was able to give you some guidance or some motivation or some clarity on your journey. My videos are a lot shorter. I know I'm trying to post shorter videos so that I can post more content. You guys can book a full reading with me. My email address is in the description. You guys can find me on Bigo Daily, The Realist Mac on Bigo for your tarot readings. You guys can catch me live for those, your oracle messages and your tarot readings. Channel messages on Bigo, and that is The Realist Mac, just like it is here on YouTube. So you guys go ahead and find me and follow me, and make sure you guys load up your little accounts with a little couple dollars. Come through and gift your girl. Catch me live, hang out with me, catch a vibe. And Until my next video, my loves, I hope you guys all have a grand night. Stay safe. Much love and peace.